गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत नः शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम्। ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं। भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमथो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम्। माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत्। अनिराकरणम् अस्त्वनिराकरणम् मे अस्तु तदात्मनि। निरतेय उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Hari Om, Hari Om. We will chant the third mantra, second mantra of second chapter. Naham manne suvedeti no na vedeti vedacha yo nastadveda tadveda no na vedeti vedacha yasya matam tasya matam matam yasya na vedasaha avijñātam vijānatam vijñātam avijānatam pratibodha viditam matam amritattvam hi vindate आत्मना विन्दते वीर्यम् विद्यया विन्दते मृतम् विद्यया विन्दते मृतम्. We were seeing in our last classes this Mananatmak Adhyaya, which is the reflection on the first chapter. And in this chapter, the Shruti presents a scene in which the teacher is trying to shake the student by saying that if you think you know very well, you don't know it. Then a student goes for his own meditation, reflection, and he says, I don't know it very well. It's not that I don't know, and not that I know. The third mantra, second mantra. And we had seen in detail, the meaning was that this Brahman cannot be visualized by any senses or mind. Neither it is unknown, neither it is like unmanifest Vasana or Maya, or neither it is like manifest world. On the other hand, it is the illuminator of unmanifest and manifest. Please note, not that it is unknown in its absolute term. It is the illuminator of the known and unknown, and also the illuminator of the absence of known and unknown. It is the illuminator, it is the Sakshi. Like when you are in deep sleep example, please understand. In the deep sleep, all the sense organ and mind go into unmanifest. Your eyes, your mind, your sense organ, your intellect, your understanding, your love, your hatred, all go back into unmanifest. And when you wake up, it again goes back, it manifests. Right? So when in deep sleep, when this is unmanifest, at that time also Atma is there, Sakshi is there. If Atma Sakshi was not there, then you won't know in the waking state that I had slept well. So you had slept well because somebody was there. So there is a Pratyabhigya Praman is there. And there is a Anuman Praman is there to tell, if supposing you are coming from some room and you look very fresh. You are coming from some room, so we will know by inference that I think you are resting in that room. You are resting in that room. You have come after a rest. So when you sleep and you get up and you feel very rejuvenated, that means you have coming from a good rest. That means that in the sleep there was joy. There was a joy. And you say that I didn't know anything in the deep sleep. If you were not there, how will you say you were not knowing it? You can make a statement about somebody only when you were there. So in the deep sleep, because you were there, Therefore, you could make a statement that I did not know anything. You did not know anything. You cannot make any statement about anywhere. You cannot say, I don't know anything in Belgium. You can say only when you have not known, you have thought, you have been there and not known. So in the deep sleep you were there. But in the deep sleep where you were there, please note my point, you were a pure consciousness without time and space, without objectivity. Without objectivity. And because of your presence in the deep sleep, without time and space, without objectivity, the self was infinite. And therefore you got a rest in the infinite. Because you are not a finite thing. Finiteness comes with time and space. Finiteness comes with objectivity, with something else. But you alone were experiencing yourself. And in the deep sleep, you were illuminator of unknown, not the known. You were illuminator. Therefore you say, I did not know anything. In the deep sleep, you were there, but you had no time and space. You had no experience of world. That means your existence is also without the world. Your existence is without the world. This is conclusion number 1. Go to deep sleep. Don't sleep. Just go there. Just be awake and realize deep sleep. Second point. In the deep sleep, when you woke up, what is the meaning of waking up? Waking means unmanifest becoming manifest. I ask you one question. This unmanifest becoming manifest, I say manifested. I'm not saying coming out. I said manifested. Manifested means that which was there, it expressed in many ways. Now when it manifested, please note, you are not aware of that undivided consciousness because your attention is on the unmanifested world. Although that undivided consciousness is still there, as it was in the deep sleep. But because of ignorance, I am not aware of that. And I go out. Now I see he is my son. I have formed identities. I have formed relation with the manifested subject and manifested object. And the illuminator of that manifested subject and object, I am not aware of that. In the lap of infinite consciousness was the unmanifest. In the lap of infinite consciousness is the manifest. Again in the lap of infinite consciousness, the dream has come. While the world is manifested, please note that illuminator is still illuminating. As it was illuminating the unmanifest, similarly it is illuminating the manifest. If the consciousness was manifest or vidit, then it would have gone into unmanifestation in deep sleep. And if consciousness was unmanifest, then it will modify to become manifest. And therefore the consciousness is different than the deep, than the manifest and unmanifest. I don't know what you are saying, manifest. I hope you are understanding. Nahi? Huh? Supposing a water is there, water. The potential in the water is to become wave is called unknown. And that potential in the water to become many waves, that is the unmanifest. And it becomes manifest. So from the water, the wave's potential to become wave, that is called unknown. And when the water came as a wave, it is known. Now, supposing all waves stop, they go into unmanifest. Water is same. I will give you another example. You are not short of example. Provided you are awake and listening. Yes, I am awake. Supposing there is a transition from from deep sleep to dream. Transition from deep sleep to dream. Vedanta is very, very interesting. If you can get it clicked in your mind, many problems can be sorted out. Because Vedanta doesn't solve the problem, it negates the problematic personality in the problem. He says the problem was false, and the one who is experiencing the problem is also false. Why you are running after eliminating a false thing? No, I'll come. From deep sleep, you are coming to dream. In the deep sleep, pure consciousness and unmanifest is there. I mean, clear now? When you go in and there is a consciousness which is illuminating the unknown. Very good. Just keep yourself tuned to what is said. I am going very slow. I am not using very strong Sanskrit words as in the Bhashya also. Otherwise you will run away. If you run away, I can't catch you also. This is one challenge of a teacher. That is, today you should not teach the student run away. And Bhagavan Krishna had only one student. Anyhow, see, keep on thinking rightly. Right thinking can solve many problems. I am saying in the deep sleep, pure consciousness is there and ignorance is there, or unknown is there, or Maya is there, or whatever world you want. Avidit is there. ठीक है? बोले ठीक है? And don't forget one point, that consciousness in the deep sleep is timeless, spaceless, objectless, actionless, enjoymentless. And that is my very real nature. Now from that deep sleep you are sliding into dream state. From that deep sleep you have slowly slided into dream state. In the dream you see you have become a dreamer in the dream world. Dream experiences are there. In a dream, supposing you are going and you are going to have darshan of God, or you are going to take bath in Ganges, or you are going for outing somewhere. The world, dream world and dreamer. This is the background of the consciousness. Very good. Without time and space. On that unmanifest, manifested and projected. Time, space, object. And in between there is a dreamer popping up who experiences sorrow, joy, happiness. This is known. This is known. This is pure consciousness. Hidden was unknown, now known. This known also is illumined by the consciousness. Consciousness is not a part of the dream. It is illuminating the known. Same was illuminating the unknown in the deep sleep. And therefore it is illuminator of known and unknown. As you advance in your studies, you will get previous things more clear. Initially you will find little difficult, but later on you will find much more clearer. But one more important point. This illumination of known and unknown is not like a bulb illuminating an object. Bulb is different, room is different. Room can exist without bulb, bulb can exist without room. It is not like that. It is like the screen illuminating the film. Between it is superimposed. This is another point is there. Now supposing the waking world has come up. Now you have already dream is over. There is a gap. And in that, now waking time, waking in space, waking people have come up. In that same consciousness, and consciousness is illuminating the waking state, which is also known. Please note, when known is there, unknown is already there. Because I know and I don't know. I see you. I know you. But much portion about you I don't know. I don't know your last birth. Forget last birth. This birth, many things about you I have not known. Only you know it. Many things about you, only you and God know. Nobody knows. Thank God. Nobody knows many things. Even your spouse don't know. She or he doesn't know many things. And your parents don't know, your children don't know. What exactly you think, what you have done in this world. Many things you have forgotten also. You have forgotten. Acha? Yes. So my point, please understand, on this timeless, spaceless sheet of consciousness, these three films are coming and going, in which known is coming occasionally, unknown is there all the time, more or less. And it is illuminating the unknown. Please note, unknown is not consciousness, because unknown modifies. Impression modifies to become expression. And therefore it is illuminator of known and unknown. And therefore student says, I don't know it well. Because it will become an object. And I not that I don't know. That means it is different than unknown. If he says I don't know, then he will become unknown. Therefore he says not that I don't know. And supposing he says known, then again it will become an object. Known and unknown both are illuminated, illumined. Okay. And therefore he says, Naham manne suvedeti nuna vedeti vedacha. It needs little attention. It's not difficult. I hope you are feeling not difficult. If you feel difficult, again I'll start. No. Continue that. Please, I know, I understood very good, very nicely. I ask you one more question. If the timeless and spaceless consciousness is there, then how can it be different between two people? When I am in deep sleep, and you are in deep sleep, and she is in deep sleep, and he is in deep sleep, and dog is in deep sleep, and Shuji is in deep sleep, everybody is deep sleep. One, we are one in deep sleep, sir. Because there is no differentiating factor. And therefore our experience of deep sleep is one. Not that my deep sleep is super deep sleep, I am the rich person. And your deep sleep is inferior class. The experience in the deep sleep is same about you and me. About dog and cow. Acha, that sounds interesting. About birds. Birds also sleep. They say plants also sleep. They say don't touch the plant when it is sleeping in the night. In childhood you were asked not to touch the plant, not shake it in the night. Don't pluck flowers, don't pluck leaves, because tree is sleeping. And they say also it emits carbon dioxide. It is sleeping. You also sleep. Kya baat hai? So it is the illuminator of the known and the unknown. Very, very important point. Very, very important point. It is not illuminator like a light. It is like the screen illuminating the film. Because how much is the distance between the known and the consciousness? 1 millimeter, 2 millimeter? No distance. No distance. There is no distance. Okay. Now coming to next point. Next point. Please note, superimposed law is always pervaded by substratum. The light of the film or the television screen pervades all the object in the film. It is the light which pervades all the objects seen in the film or on the TV screen. There is no possibility that you have a perception on TV screen which is not having the touch of TV screen light. So every object has a light of TV screen. And this was said yesterday in Pratibodh Viditam Matam. I gave 3-4 gradations. Any knowledge that is happening, in that there is a consciousness aspect. There is a Brahman aspect. That Brahman aspect is the one which you may not be attentive of. Therefore I said Brahma Gyan is not an event. It is a revelation. It is a revised understanding. It is not some kind of new thing that will happen. New thing will not happen. It is husband discovering a man in himself. Husband forgot he was a man. With reference to wife, he was crying, or he was sad, or he was angry. He was influenced too much. Then somebody said, for time being, know that you are not a husband, you are a man essentially. So husband does not become a man. He revised his understanding and understood his dissociation with the wife. That I am a man. I am a wifeless man. Wifeless man also. I am not born and brought up with the wife. I am so much attached and so much confused with that. He is a father realizing I am a man. I am a fatherless. I am a sonless. I have no relation. It was not an event, it was a disclosure. Disclosure, discovery. Not medical discovery. I am saying it is discovery. Medical scheme is there. Medical aid. I think my also is like that in no? Medical discovery is there. From beginning only discovery is there. It is not an event like one new knowledge has been given to you. All other knowledges are new. Supposing you go for cooking class, it's a new thing you have heard of new dish called borokok. It's a Chinese dish. No, I'm just making it. It's nothing. Don't think there is something like that. I'm not at all in this area. Cooking is not my area. I don't know any cooking, etc. No cuisines I can. Neither I have any interest in cooking. Neither it is my field, neither I have any interest in this field. Thank God. You will never find me in kitchen. Cooking, driving, stitching, all these things I have no interest, neither I know that. पकड़ो इस बात को, please get this point. Pratibodh viditam madam. You are seeing this flower. I know flower. I know and flower. Please separate these two. On the I know, flower is superimposed. There's a thought of flower in your mind. In the thought of flower, you can't have the thought of flower without knowledge of the thought of flower. That knowledge which is there in your mind. I keep on removing the object in your mind. The knowingness is same. I remove flower, I bring fruit, I bring cloth, I bring pot, I bring moon, I bring lotus. You keep on shifting everything. But the knowingness is the same, which is called the viditam matam. That has not changed. Discern both. Discern means discriminate, separate. It is not a physical separation. It's an intellectual separation. Like husband separate from the man. Like father separate from the man. You are not a father, you are not a born father. You became father at a certain time. Other you assumed you were a father. Nothing, there was no physiological change. It was a mental change. Nothing has happened in the body. But something happened in the mind. When the Pandit said, now you are husband and wife, they are the culprit. From now onwards, take your hand, Pani Grahan is there. Do like this. You can see the card, the photo is like this. One photograph is there on the card. Marriage cards, Pani Grahan is there. Holding the hand like that. And the girl's hand has mehendi and all these things. You must have seen. So she is holding like that. Well, from now onwards, you are husband and wife. You will share all your earning. You will not do something wrong. So you will not get associated with any other woman other than your wife. And you will not have any relation with any man other than your husband. All these vows are taken in the marriage. Those who have, I have had only one marriage in my life because somebody was there. I have no idea. I mean, the vows were given then. When the vows were given. Acha. And then I heard all these things. What change has happened in the person? The new identity came up. I am your husband now. You won't give me tea, I'm your husband. I'm coming to the office and I have not even the right to get a cup of tea from you. What for I married? If I can't get a cup of coffee and tea and you can't serve me my dinner at the right time, what for I married you? My clothes are not ready on time. It is not washed. It is not ironed. You don't offer me lunch. You don't offer me tea. You don't offer me dinner. You don't go out for walk. You don't want to go along with me to have to see the film, etc. You don't sit and talk to me. What for I married you? Namesake, we are wife and husband. Huh? Same thing, husband can say to the wife, if the husband is not properly responding, then wife can say that all the time you are with your mother only. All the time, your mummy, as if I have no value. Wife is saying now, you are not a working husband. You don't bring any money properly in the house. You don't take care of the children. You don't look after me. You have not brought any new clothes. However, when anniversary was there, you never went out. It is 4 years since we went out for any outing, like anywhere to have some sightseeing, etc. All the time you are with your laptop, nothing you do. I mean, I don't know. You are my husband. I mean, these dialogues, all I have heard here and there, and I use it here. From various places I get datas. And such people came sometime. I said, Bhai, you are not a husband also. You are more than a husband. You are not a husband only. You are not a wife only. You are more than husband, wife. Why? What has happened in you? One personality has come up. Moment you forget the background, you will not be able to be detached from world. Detachment is not something physical. Detachment is realization that this role has come into me and it will go away one day. I am not a part of a role. This is a one role, it came to me and I am not into it. I am more than the role. Because this role is with the known thing and I am illuminator of the known and unknown. I existed without this also. I existed without wife also. I existed without son also. I was happy. I existed without daughter also. I existed without house also. Whose existence is now a problem? You existed without that also. So there was a personality which existing without that also. In the course of time, some person came, some work came, some event came in your life. But I ask you one question. That one which was existing without this, is that not still there or has gone? The one who was existing without that, is he still there or he is not there? Still there. If you can go to that, then you will be quiet. Please note, let me further make it more. This body, you existed without this body also in the last birth. You existed without this present setup also. When pratibodh viditam matam is said, my attention is on the light and not on the object. I am seeing the object, but attention is not there. Please note, seeing is one thing and attending is another thing. Yesterday I saw also. I didn't notice you. I had a glance. I just waited. Hello, hello, hello. But did you notice my eyes were puffed up today? No, I didn't notice it. I didn't see very intensely that your eyes were puffed up. Not everybody's eyes you see. Not everybody's face you see very intensely. By whom you like, whom you love, you see more clearly. Is he okay? By drama is going on. You went to see, your child was also playing the role of Ravan because that was in his blood. So, and so other were also there. You saw all the monkeys, you saw Sugri, you saw Bali, you saw Ram Bhagwan in Ramayana. But your attention was on the Ravan. He's not. I told him to take the mace in the high like that. He's still doing like that. Although you see everybody, but your attention is there only. See, this dhoti is coming down. I told him to tighten it. His voice is still low. He has to be. He has to shout. You're noticing more. You don't notice two things at the same time with the same intensity. When I'm noticing this side, I can't notice that side. When I see this, I have a general vision, but I can't notice it. And supposing I'm seeing all of you like that, I can't notice one person specifically. But if I start seeing one person specifically, then I can notice that. Then I can't notice other thing. We can't notice two things at the same time. Similarly, when you are seeing an object, outside or in your mind, I am noticing the light of illumination. Because I see this flower, because the light reflected is one. Other is my Netra Jyoti consciousness light is along with the physical light. Both mixed, then there is a knowledge of flower. Otherwise, this knowledge of flower, supposing I am sleeping or my eyes are not okay, I don't have a knowledge of flower because this Netra Jyoti consciousness emanating from this is not coming here. Flower may be there, I may be sleeping, but I am not aware of that. Sometimes you sleep in your what is it called, pillow has gone here and there while you are sleeping. And your head in a very awkward position, like that you are sleeping. And that muscles are already getting strained and stiff because of your wrong posture at that time. But you are not experiencing pain. Already muscles are tired and muscles are very stiff. It is when you get up in the morning, then that light of consciousness emanates, and then you say, "How are you, Swamiji?" then you are very much aware. All okay? And then somebody says, "What happened? You have a stiff neck." I slept, wrongly. But why didn't you know at that time? You could have corrected. But I was not, that light of consciousness was unmanifest at that time. Therefore, I was not aware of that. And therefore, I am saying, please notice this point. You can't focus at 2 points at the same time. You can't focus on 2 points. Therefore, sometimes you are eating and you are talking, or you are watching television. You cannot taste the food properly if you are eating. You will say, "Oh, it's very tasty." But he is talking, that film was very good. That hero came and he acted so nicely. Huh? You won't understand, you have not noticed the taste very well of that. And you are mixing also. That's right. You are eating also. But you are not focused. Acha, what was he saying? He was saying that. You're not focusing. You're intense. So after that, if somebody asks, how was that particular chutney you like? Which one? That one we had made especially for you. Oh, it was good. Arey yaar, you're not saying it with your heart. I am saying this point. I am seeing you. I am talking. I am walking. I am thinking. My friend came in my mind. When my friend came, I thought how good he is, how smart he is. I am focusing on the object. If I can focus that there is a light which was there before the thought of friend came, and after the thought of friend will go, that light is focusing on that. That is called viditam. It permeates all my experiences. This is what I want to say. Hope it is not difficult. Not difficult, no? You know what is the challenge? To focus on that. Because we are not programmed. We have so much of rag, dvesh, kam, krodh. If food is tasty, we say very tasty food. We cannot focus if the food you like too much. You cannot say, please see the light in which the taste is known. Arey yaar, let me eat properly. You can't taste the food very nicely and you can't see the light very nicely at the same time. And therefore, dispassion is quintessential. I hope you are getting all these points for your sadhana. Dispassion enables you to shift your attention from the object to the light which is illuminating or along with that object. You can discern, you can discriminate, because if something is two, it is easier to separate it. It is easier to separate something, we can say two is there. Something which is very close, is difficult. Supposing I say what is between the book and my eyes, you can say mic is there. Our attention doesn't go to the glass. It was very close. Something is very close is very difficult. And supposing I remove the glass and I have a lens, then we don't know lens is there between me and the book. Because lens is very close. It is difficult to separate the lens and the eyes. It is so close. If I was using a lens like that, I would easily found that is a lens, remove the lens. Because the light is permeating the object and the thought, therefore it is difficult to discern and discriminate that. But that light is everywhere. Without that you can't have any knowledge. Prati bodh. Bodh means cognition. Bodham bodhan prati. In every cognition. Viditam. Matam. Matam means it is clearly known. Viditam means it is obtained. It is claimed. So I am claiming the consciousness component in every expression. I am claiming it. I am not making it. I am separating the light and the book. How difficult. Because I have always seen the light and the book, and I am habituated to see the book only. But this is not a palm, this is the light and the palm. This is not the mic, it is the light and the mic. I am habituated to seeing the moonlight. Moon. I can't separate moon and the moonlight. Moon is different, moonlight is different. Actually, it is sunlight. What you say is moonlight is sunlight. It is not the light of the moon that you call it moonlight. Moon, and unnecessarily it is getting the credit. It is sunlight. Moon has done nothing to get it. Pratibodha viditam matam. And understand one more point, that this light of consciousness doesn't have time and space. Because in the deep sleep it was illuminating without time and space. If it had time and space, it won't be in the deep sleep, because in the deep sleep it was illuminating unknown. Therefore it is timeless, spaceless, objectless. Therefore it is Brahman, therefore it is infinite. Therefore, before your birth, this was there. After the body will die, it will be there. When you cry, it is same. When you are laughing, it is same. When you are dreaming, it is same. When you are depressed, it is same. When you are dancing, it is same. When you are talking, it is same. When you are walking, it is same. When you are eating, it is same. Oh. There is no change. Where will it go to change? To change, you have to go somewhere. It can't change because there is no space to change. There is no time to change. There is no object that I can put something else on it. It can't change. It is infinite. You can cover something when it is bigger than that. It can't be covered. Okay, I think I have understood that. Pratibodh viditam madam. Therefore I said this very crucial mantra for seekers. Because those who are very good seekers, just they close their eyes and they just focus there. And when you have mastered focusing inside, you can master focusing outside. Well, shall we close our eyes and then meditate, or open? First practice with closed. Because in the open eyes you will get carried away by something. When you have to practice driving, practice at a quiet place first. You can't practice driving at the very busy street. So driver's school is there. So he takes you to some, I don't know where he takes. Where he takes? Some secluded place where nobody is there. And then you hit everybody. I don't know if there is a ground or where here. There must be some field or there must be some ground. There he makes you drive. First he says, I am driving like this. Then he said, okay, you sit on the driver's seat. And I will sit in this seat. Okay, this is the first gear. Do like this. Like this. This is the first gear. Second, third, fourth. This is reverse. This is reverse. And nobody is around. There are three places to press on the feet. One is clutch, other is brake, other is accelerator. Okay, everything is stored. This is ignition. Like this ignition is there. I have never learned driving, but I see it here and there. You all are so good drivers. And some are automatic gear. Now the automatic gears are there. You don't have to change physically, I think. You know? It is automatically changed. But it doesn't move. The gear doesn't move automatically. It doesn't move. Internally it moves. So it depends on the speed, it can adjust it. Manual has not using now. Not manual is not there. You need a secluded place. Why not in the market? Because you don't know the drive. You will get carried away by somebody. You will hit somebody. Or somebody will hit you. You don't know how to protect yourself. You can't take a U-turn. You can't take to the right. You feel it is too heavy. How to turn? Initially, to turn that is very heavy. How to turn? And when you see other drivers, you say, how can they drive so nicely? When you have to start meditation, please go in a secluded place for some time. Because you are not fit to drive in one, because you will get carried away. Dekho, this person has again come. Your attention will go. See, his hairs are like that. Instead of seeing the consciousness, your focus will be on here. See, I asked him to do this work, he has not done that work. He always keeps the lota here and goes away. I asked him to take away that, and he brought his lota, he forgets it on the chair and went away. I mean, you were supposed to think on the pratibodh viditam matam, the consciousness which is enveloping the lota. And now you are on the object. Therefore, better you practice in seclusion for some time, then you come out to drive in the open. Pratibodh viditam matam. Then just be there. Don't become doer for some time. Don't become enjoyer. Don't become sadder. Don't become runner. Just be what you are. And then it is said, Amrutatvam hi vindate. Tasmad you have to add there. Therefore, he will attain immortality. Amrutatvam tasmad hi amrutatvam vindate. Vindate means attains. Why? Because you are born only when you have new impressions. You see dreams only when you have suppressed and compressed impressions about the waking state. You don't see dreams if you have not lot of impressions. You will have a dream less, every less small dream and go away. But when you have lot of impressions about the waking, you are thinking a lot and you couldn't meet that person whom you are thinking a lot, whom you did not like and are thinking a lot. I was tensed. So this thought will not allow you, and then you will have a dream. Then impression will project the dream. If you don't have if you have a good waking state, your dream will be lesser. Because you have not taken lot of impression. Understood? No? Therefore, when you are worried and you sleep, you see a shallow sleep is there. When you are missing somebody a lot and you slept, and then you have the person will come in the dream. So when your attention is not on the object and you have not taken impression about the object, your next birth called next dream won't come. It's a long dream, 60-year dream, 50-year dream. Other is 2-second dream. The 2-second dream or 80-year dream, both are same in the eyes of Vedanta. So, death means one dream is over. You are going for another dream now. Birth means one more dream will start. Nothing more is there. Dirgha swapnam imam vidhi, dirgham va manorajyam. ठीक है ना? There is nothing to dream. When I am the what will I dream? And therefore, those who are very deep meditators, who meditate for 8 hours, 9 hours, you know what happens? They conquer sleep also. Forget about dream. They don't sleep. They sleep for half an hour, 1 hour. Because all the rest that was required in the deep sleep, they got it here only. And there is no impression that they have to go into dream. They are yogis. 8 hours they have meditated. Minimum 8 hours. Then hardly there is 1 hour sleep. 24 hours you need 2 hours, 1 hour. But because other person have lot of tamogun, they have very tamogun, they have lot of suppressed and impressed thought, therefore they need long hours of sleep. 8 hours sleep. The doctors will say sleep for 8 hours. For your efficiency. How many hours you sleep? Not 8 hours. Very dangerous. Your organs will not rejuvenate because sleeping is the repairing center. All the things get repaired in the deep sleep. Your digestion is good. Your circulation is good. It needs a good sleep for your good health. Your immunity will go low if you don't sleep. Your weight will increase. That is also there if you don't sleep. Not for the yogis. Because they don't dream. They are not taking a lot of impression of him. We have taken deep impression about that. He did not come to me. I told you to come to me. I talked to him, he did not talk to me. He came to me, but he did not meet me. You are creating a lot of suppressed thoughts which you don't express actually. When your mind is not pure, you are suppressing your expression. A pure-minded person doesn't suppress his expression. If I love you, I can express my love very easily. If I have a good thought about you, I can express it very easily. But if my thought is not good and pure about you, I will not express it. I will nip in the bud or I will swallow it somewhere inside. But my mind is not very calm inside. My subconscious mind is not very calm. I'm not very quiet inside. My subconscious mind is little disturbed. And it works. Supposing, I ask, okay, what is the second shloka of 9th chapter? 9th chapter, Raj Vidya Raj Goyam Pavidram Batrak Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmam Susukam Gardam Susukam Gardam. And you want to do another work. Don't forget, inside work is going on. And all of a sudden, after 3 hours, that slok will come. Pratyaksham susukam kartum avayam. Raj Vidya Raj Goyam. You are taking bath. And it came. Raj Vidya Raj Goyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Vagamam Sar Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam. मुझे याद आ गया. So when you are worried and you divert your attention, please note, don't think you are not worried. It is going into subconscious mind now. Your worry is working at subconscious level. Although I have changed my work, I am not cooking food, I am working around, I am in Gayatri Havan area, I am in temple area. But because I was angry on you, that anger is not gone. It is working at another level. And therefore it all will come as some kind of dream. It can be your overexciting moment. It is only when you dissolve it at its own. When you are focusing on consciousness, you don't get impression. Or you have impression this is not true. Raj Vidya Raj Guhyam Pavitram Idam Uttamam Pratyaksha Bhagavam Dharmyam Susukham Kartam Abhyam. Therefore, next birth is not there. There is no impression. I don't want wife, I don't want husband, I don't want money, I don't want. Why should I go to the shopping mall when I don't want to do anything? This new birth is a new shopping station. Your husband shopping, wife shopping, children shopping, money shopping, fame shopping. It's a new station of shopping, sir. It is called new birth. I have nothing to do. I know it is all false. I am only pure consciousness. So amritatvam hi vindate. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vachishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.